The Legio Custodes Pallas Grav Attack. The Pallas Grav Attack, also known simply as the Pallas, is a highly manoeuvrable, medium-armoured, anti-gravitic hunter-killer vehicle, utilised exclusively by the Legio Custodes during the Great Crusade and Horus Heresy eras. It incorporated numerous technology originally unearthed by the famous techno-archaeologist Arkan Land. In ancient times, the Legio Custodes relied on the Pallas's superior agility to inflict devastating hit-and-run assaults on the enemy or to hunt down fleeing targets. In addition, these capabilities allow Pallas Grav Attack squadrons to be used as reconnaissance units, or as skirmishing forces large enough to pin down or delay the enemy in place as the main bulk of the Legio Custodes' heavy infantry forces were deployed. It is unknown if the Pallas is still in use by the Adeptus Custodes of the 41st millennium. Designed as a high manoeuvrability hunter-killer, the Pallas provided the ancient Legio Custodes with a rapid strike capacity greater than that which could be afforded by the use of ground troops alone. In this, it has replaced standard pattern skimmers as well as larger war machines, such as the ancient Jocasta pattern grav attacks, themselves relics of the Unification Wars, and considerably smaller Hermes grav sleds, which, while highly agile and swift, offered little in the way of combat survivability. In addition to their relative durability and extreme turn of speed, the Pallas's more well-rounded abilities allowed the grav attack to also be used as reconnaissance units, or as skirmishing forces in larger assault groups to pin or delay the enemy in place as the main bulk of the Legio rallied to meet a threat either in direct confrontation or ambush. The Pallas was designed, it's reported, to incorporate advanced manoeuvring and autonomous response systems, recovered by the great techno-archaeologist Arkan Land. The Pallas pattern grav attack was one of the most recent designs to have entered service with the Legio Custodes prior to the burning of Prospero. Clearly based upon the advanced repulsor lift technology pioneered by the Coronis grav carrier and Caladius grav tank, it was smaller than both, a single-seat, high-speed attack skimmer, analogous in role to the land speeders of the Legions Astartes. The Pallas was also a very powerfully armed vehicle for a vehicle of its size, with its standard configuration carrying cycle-linked Arachnus blaze cannons, a highly flexible laser weapon able to unleash rapid individual pulses of fire or concentrate them into a single blast beam, allowing it to serve ably as both an anti-infantry and anti-armour device. Rarer variants did, however, exist, including those equipped with the extremely powerful Adrathic disintegration beam weapons. The Legio Custodes Agamatus Jetbike Squadron. An Agamatus Jetbike Squadron was an airborne formation of the ancient Legio Custodes, who utilised the powerful Gyrfalcon jetbike as a rapid response and elite air cavalry force during the Great Crusade and Horus Heresy era. It is still unknown if these squadrons are still deployed by the Adeptus Custodes of the 41st millennium. The Agamatus squadrons were specialised in the use of heavy-duty plasma motor-boosted Gyrfalcon pattern jet bikes as their steeds in battle. The increased power of the design supported not only the heavily armoured Custodian Guard, but also allowed it to mount a powerful Iliastus accelerator cannon as its on-board armament. The Agamatus squadrons exploited these war machines to operate both as a rapid response and suppression unit in the field. In this, they operated much in the manner of the elite cavalry forces of ancient times, screening the main Legio Custodes force from potential encirclement, reacting quickly to blunt enemy attacks, and hunting down mercilessly any foe which broke and fled before the might of the Custodes, ensuring the utter extermination of the foe. The Gyrfalcon pattern jet bike is even more powerful than the Scimitar pattern jet bike associated with the Legion's Astartes. The Gyrfalcon is a heavy design, more akin to an armoured one-man speeder than a true jet bike. In addition, it augments its grav repellor systems with a plasma thrust motor for huge temporary bursts of speed. A Gyrfalcon jet bike is armed with an Iliastus accelerator cannon. The Sisters of Silence Pursuer Cadre. The Pursuer Cadres are the beast handlers and hunters of the Silent Sisterhood, called upon to track down a fleeing quarry and either flush them out of hiding for capture or destroy them on sight as needed. As some of the most agile of their order, they are typically deployed away from the bulk of the detachment among the streets, habblocks and alleyways of the targeted city in order to monitor for potential ambushes, those attempting to escape the tithe or other dangers which may threaten the operations of the detachment. In this pursuit, each holds command over a single cyber jackal or a wing of steel talon hawks, and through programmed tap codes broadcast from a wrist piece, the beasts are directed and their sight and hearing relayed back and displayed so the pursuers can quickly identify potential signs of refuge or ambush and alert their comrades. The cyber beasts, as part of their manufacture, are suited to nearly any urban terrain and are often deployed based on the potential usage of their systems. Cyber jackals are widely used among deployments and are valued both for their endurance and the terror that they cause. While steel talon wings are frequently designated for use in urban environments with tall habblocks, narrow streets and wide stretches of terrain impassable by foot, extending the visual range of the hunting cadres far beyond human ability.